Hey there, folks. How we doing? It's 10:39 a.m. Monday, October 24th, 2016. Hey, Herc. I love you, buddy. You gonna come in and join us? I know. I still got to change the sheets on your bed, or the sheet on your little bed here. Like that nice soft blanket? What do you want, buddy? It's okay. I know. Give me that look. I should have changed it already. Got a few videos to put out this morning real quick. 1040, complete fortitude towards the complete self, becoming yourself. This is about, well, I can put a couple of them together here. There's some videos that actually show legitimate spacecraft actions, and I'm gonna post a couple of them. I'll get the camera set up where we can look at I'll do an introduction, and then I'll turn on the laptop here, and I'll get the camera behind me, and we'll go through everything together. I'll explain what happened, why it's real. I want you to notice that there's almost as many dislikes as likes. Why the hell is that when it's real? And it's kind of obvious for the conscious mind to see that, because a lot of these people, a lot of them are just plants. You know, the people doing this on the internet. They're here to throw a negative spin on something. Some of them get controlled by the other side. Some of them literally are just government workers that are made to, try to debunk it. I've seen some stuff that was debunked, that most of it is garbage, but some of it's real. And I'm like, where do they get off on this stuff? There's one in... okay, I'm just leading myself not to mention it right now. As I see it and explain it, I'm going to put you through the process of how to use your abilities to see and understand what happened for yourself. Remember, that's what I'm about. You. All of you, everything. You. Grass, blades of grass, trees, stone, birds, people, fae, everything. Stars, planets. That's my job. I like it. Anyway, so we're going to go over that on a few of them. One of them, okay, I can't even talk about that. I'm just pushing myself not to, and I'm going with it. Plus, poor Lily talking with me. Okay. Now, this is about talking with ETs telepathically. I've got a friend. I'm going to call him Frankie Z. Hey there, man. I just sent you an email a little while ago to answer your question. Frankie Z and my immediate family do some stuff together, and that's why I took his email. Folks, there's over 2,000 contacts on this phone. My phone's over 2,000 contacts. I can't talk to everyone. As a matter of fact, I have a family member that's going to come into the house now. And there will be a surprise guest. In November. It's time for everyone to wake up, but it's time for those who are going to help others wake up to get cranking hard. And that's part of what this video is about. As a matter of fact, yeah, I'm going to put this all together in one video. That's good. I got to get something to eat. Um, I have coffee for breakfast, then have a late lunch. I mean, early lunch, late lunch, whatever. Late breakfast for sure. Your head, you're feeling pressure in your head and stuff's going on. Am I getting worked on? Am I getting attacked? What the hell's going on? Who's attacking me? What, woo, freak out. When you're not used to it, you're not awake yet. It can be a freak out, That's a normal thing. Also, what does it mean when someone astral projects to you, whether they're in a trip chair or whether they do it themselves? What does it mean when you open your eyes and there's someone in your room and they're not from this planet? Folks, this has been going on with my family for a long time. Burjou's had a good bit of company over her house, like Shiny coming in. As a matter of fact, Shiny was here a couple nights ago. A few nights ago, just over here. But Paul Cherrick, he gets literally all kinds of visitation. They come in to see. They come in out of curiosity. Lupo is the bigger of his two dogs. He's a great big bull mastiff. He'll bark sometime. Paul will become awake of something, and so will Lupo. Remember, animal essence. That's what's in animals. Is incredibly, incredibly powerful. There are some human souls being put in animals right now, but after they get put in a human animal, after the animal essence gets after the human spirit, whether it's soul or essence, gets put into a animal body. I mean, if it does, it's never going back into a human body. It's going to have that life or a few more, and then it's done. It's in there for a reason. They need to learn something. Those spirits that are not that have it within them to learn compassion, to understand, and to not be to stop aggression. To those that can be cleaned, fixed, helped, repaired, they're being so. Those that can are being deleted. Whatever. So anyway, lots of times, there's a lot of you that are here that get visitation. I talk to you in consult all the time. Sometimes you're aware of it, sometimes you're not. Sometimes you've been aware of it since you were a child and it freaked your butt out. But they'll come to, a lot of you most of you that listen to me, well, there's more people listening to me now that want to know what's going on in space. They're for some reason it said, whatever Jay does, whatever he sees, it just all flows. It's almost like coming here is like tuning into a TV show, non-TV show, a reporter on the street that's showing you stuff. Well, it's an ongoing thing. It's happening. I tell you what's going on. I see some of these things. I'm part of it. To ear, Ra'ag, Na'ag, Antids. I talk with them all the time. There's a few Drak family members. They're Source Energy and Drak Body and other Drak individuals. Anunnaki, the ambassador. I talk with all of them. You'll see, especially after I'm gone and the videos are just there, and then events start happening because I get out of here. Arae is free; he can start making stuff happening. Then you start seeing, what I've been telling you about was it flows right into what I've been talking about. Okay, so everything just keeps flowing. This is your information, so you need to understand who you are, what's happening, and why it's happening, and it all starts in the very beginning. I have such a mess, and that's about to get fixed. Oh, there's some more copper I haven't opened up yet. Okay. First thing. Who are you? What are you? Where'd you come from? What's going on? We're getting right back to the ET thing here in just a second because it's very important, and it's on multiple levels, you'll see. This is where you came from. This is how it all started. This is where the first being, everybody's running around calling God that's now dead. That's where it all started. The first being made and started everything. Didn't create it out of magic. There's no magic. Okay. The planets, the universe, the third dimension, it was created by the original first being male. The female had a little bit to do with it. And she was busy running everyone's life. Okay. She was doing a lot of stuff. Don't get me wrong. But it's just that it was the male energy's job to do that, and then to be the field, male source. Original source is what that was. So anyway, where you came from, how you came from it, understand what's going on. All the players in the game. In game of creation, it's not a game, but you know what I'm saying. All the players on the field. And then the second book is... the first book is creation, it's beginning and your origin, and the second book is creation, it's journey evolving into paradise. Folks, this is about how everything moved forward from its creation, and how, this is about how it just started. Okay, this is how it started, how things got going. This is the life and how it took from there. This one's bigger, 412 pages. If you include all the those Roman numeral pages, that's what the publishers do. I'm just going by what they have at Amazon.com. You can see it. I'm not a writer, but I'm an author. There's a difference. I wrote it, had it edited to make it easier to read. My thoughts jump all over the place like they are in this video. That's just what's going on, okay? All of you are so much more than you understand. And the more alive you become, the more you see, the more you understand, the more wisdom you have. You collect data, you absorb it, it becomes an understanding. The more understandings you have, the more wisdom you have. Okay, that's how we grow. As human body individuals and as spirits, sentient energy when we come out of the body. Also, some hardship helps us grow too, but when it's too much, it makes us sick. Abuse frequencies. Enough about that now. I've done a lot of videos about that. Anyway, actually they were older ones. I have to do another one later. Anyway, a lot of you that are listening to me, you're literally led here. You get on the internet and all of a sudden, boom, there's my picture, or there's a picture of one of my videos. And then you start listening to it, and it's like, this guy Jay doesn't impress me. He's not like da-da, but there's something about what he's saying. He has a message. I have information, data for you to absorb. Turn it into your own understanding. Once you understand it, that's yours. That's your information. And then the more you have, the greater your wisdom. It's just all to help all of you, okay? Now, so a lot of you, most of you listening to me, and like almost all the subscribers, you're here because you know that you're here in this body, in this time for a reason, and everything changed. And you're on your toes. It's like, what's going on? That's because the original format, December 21st, 2012, was supposed to include everybody having enough of the metaphysical barrier between the two parts of the brain. Left side is a spirit, sentient energy that comes from the planet. And then the other person inside, which is actually you, that's on the right-hand side of the brain. The barrier goes between the two of them. The stronger the barrier, the harder it is for the two energies to talk to each other. If you're an engineer, a brain surgeon or something, you're going to have a thicker barrier here. If you're a quote-unquote psychic, a metaphysical practitioner is what we really are. There's psychic is a joke. It's a false word. So anyway, if that's what you do, and then you have less of a barrier. Okay, but what happened instead of the original first being, the idea was everybody starts waking up just enough to be able to see the other side, enough to where you can see that there's a male and female God. And then everybody bows and prays the Mother, Father, God. That's what's supposed to happen. Well, it didn't turn out like that. It turned out that 2012 became 2016. That's when people started waking up and everything was becoming about family. And the original first being between 2012 and 2016 is already completely destroyed. Except for little teeny raindrops from a cloud, that's it. I can't see any, but I'll find out when I get out of this body. Anyway, So, this thing with a lot of you that are coming here, you're literally here. I mean, you're here for a reason. You need to know this stuff because you're one of the people that's going to lead everyone else into this new era. I don't want to say new age because everyone says new age. Oh, it's new age. There's symbols. Ding. I enlighten your DNA. Buh, 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 buh. Yeah. It's unreal. If you look at some of the stone books, when they talk about stone energy, this stone enlightens you. It takes you to the celestial lights. It opens your mind. It helps your heart talk to an angel. You know, and then you reach the next stone. This is different than the other stones. This one helps you talk to angels. It takes you to the celestial. Helps you become. It's all about the same crap. This book up behind me by Melody, Love is in the Earth. That's the best book on this planet for you to get about stone energy, okay? Anyway, and even the newer publications, because Melody has been on in years, you know, when you think of the information in the book, the older books are just a little bit more, just better. The book itself is better. I'll leave it there. I have a lot of respect for Melody. We've had lives together. Anyway, that tells you what's going on with stone energy. Okay, no BS. Stones help us big time. But you're here to awaken and help others awaken. You need tools, and this is where they are. Now, finally, here we go back into the topic, the main topic of the video, or at least the title of it. The topic is all of you all learning as much as I can offer you in as short time as possible. But I don't just give you some information. I give you the background information, the information behind it, so you can understand it as best as possible. Jay talks back and forth, and sometimes it's hard to follow. Yeah, but if you listen to the video maybe twice and relax when you're doing it, it's going to settle in, folks. Okay. So anyway, a lot of you, because you're here and listening, it's for a reason. You're the folks that are going to get visitation more than any other group. That's one of the reasons why you're here. But that's why this video is here now. Well, that's a 20-minute introduction. Anyway, when you're relaxing, just going to sleep, just waking up, having a vision while you're sleeping, could call it dreams, receiving a message. There's oftentimes folks will come to you, people, extraterrestrials, aliens. They're folks from a different planet. They're from a different neighborhood. Okay, they got different bodies. The bodies come from the planet. Not every planet's made of the same materials. But the bodies have to come from the planet so that they're made from the planet's materials so they can exist and live and thrive on the planet. Duh. It's around every damn planet. Okay? That's the way it is. Sorry, folks. I'm tired and worn out, and I'm getting surges of energy to keep going, but I'm having my issues. Anyway, so a lot of these folks come to see us. Give me just 1 second. Okay, there we go. Talk to part of Lily. She's trying to work on my head while I'm talking, and it's just making it worse than ever. Anyway, so a lot of you that are listening to me, you're starting to find out you do get visitation. You can feel it. You can see it. It happens, when you're asleep. It happens when you're just going to sleep, just waking up. You want to know what's going on when you see something. My buddy Frankie Z, He had said, Jay, you know, there's something going on. I was talking with another family member about this, and I was told, you know, just to tell the person to kiss butt, that kind of thing, which, you know, is when you don't want to be bothered, that's what you need to do. You know, just say, hey, man. But Frankie is a very strong seer. He's got a very powerful heart, a lot of passion, and that's part of the reason why we're doing this video now. Before I forget, they look different than us folks, and sometimes they're intimidating. I mean, if you think about it, if you were sitting outside near a lake on top of a rock, just looking at the water relaxing, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, here materializes an 8 or 9 foot, 800-pound lizard-type human, almost like a mini Godzilla. What do you think? Freaky? Oh yeah. So they're going to come to you ahead of time, okay? And you have to get used to it. Now Frank, he's okay with, you know, with the seeing stuff. He'll be talking with them later. But this Anunnaki came to him. She was female. She was cool, and as a family member he talked to said, this is, you know, this Anunnaki is from the problem children here on the planet. But she's not one of the ones, you know, the female Anunnaki, she's not one of the ones that's really causing trouble. Folks, there's thousands of them here. They're not all, some of them are really soft and loving. And this young female was reaching out, and Frankie said, man, she showed me, opened her mouth and showed me her teeth. But what she was really doing was trying to show him that she's trying to talk to him. That's all. But when you talk telepathically, you get the image, and then when it's actual telepathic talk, it's like it's a communion, it's image, it's feeling. There can be words and stuff like that, but it's hard to get there right now. Okay, these folks and this young lady, this young Anunnaki lady, was in a trip chair. And I told them to watch out for her brother, because he's a bit of a, let's just say, butthead. If he sees them, just leave and don't worry about it. You know, it's not like, well, they follow me home, they're killing me, attacking me. No. One of the few people on the planet that's really been harassed by them is my buddy Stephen Lewandowski. He's Source, and one of the strongest telepaths. He's the second strongest telepath on the planet. But he's been harassed so much, he needs time to calm down, relax, and heal. And you'll see his picture up pretty soon. I want to do more for everyone all the time, but especially my family members that have important jobs. We're all limited to what we can do in a body. So somebody might say that's Jay's excuse for not being telekinetic, because he'd be telekinetic moving cars if he was who he is. No. I've proven I go into people's brains from any place around the planet. I've done it off planet, but there's no way to prove that, and I don't need to prove crap anyway. You don't need to believe me. You don't got to watch it. Turn the damn thing off. I'm here to give you information to help yourself. You do what you want with it. The thing is, I need to do it. And if you turn it off and just think, boy, this guy Jay, he's some kind of whatever, nothing good, whatever word you want to use. I don't know. I don't think like that. You might still go back to the video later. If you're actually here to do any good, you will go back to it later. Period. Because you know inside this is all for you. It's for you to help yourself, become yourself, and then help others do the same. To whatever degree fits into your life, fits into your heart. So, and speaking of heart, when you're talking with someone like that, feel into them, and what do you get? See, feel what you get. Well, you can feel a female Anunnaki, even a young one, and you feel strong power. They're aggressive. But when you go into their hearts and let your heart talk with their heart, you're going to get their feelings. What are the feelings? The heart grabs the major thoughts and data out of the brain, grabs the major emotions out of the base chakra, pulls them together, and creates a feeling. Everyone's heart puts this out, and it doesn't just go to the next state. It goes all over the place, okay? And then it comes back, goes out, comes back. As other people doing the same thing, you can feel their hearts. That's why a lot of people that are really sensitive in their heart energy, they can't stand to be around too many people in a room. There's so much activity. They're picking up people's thoughts, their emotions, their feelings. You know, it's like, whoa, overload. Anyway, when you see someone in the chair, the first thing you do is feel it. Let your heart just flow out. You see something, feel it. Is it a problem? What does it want? Does it want to communicate? Does it want to eat you? Does it want to attack you? Does it want to laugh with you? Does it give you love? This happens, folks. These folks are, some of these folks in starships, they've had lives with you where they follow you around because they remember, they can see from their computer systems with their scanners when they can see previous lives that you've had, and but they see you and they know right away. They remember a life they've had together and they want to follow you around. I've had to get rid of some people doing that. I have to take some spirit, separate them, and lock them out to keep them from going back to people doing that. And don't bother sending me an email asking me to do that. You want a consult? Get a consult, okay? I don't have time to do that stuff. So, as you're feeling the intention at the same time, feel, look, gut feeling, on and off, yes or no. Is it male or female? So extend your heart out, feel its intention while you're also looking to see, is it female, male, what? If you get male and female, see if it doesn't feel. This is all going to happen at the same time, folks. Okay, see if it doesn't feel like there's multiple beings. Think in your mind as a male or female, is it multiple beings? If there's one being and it's male and female, that'll make it an angel. That's the only type of spirit, sentient energy, that stays both male and female. Now, that being said, when spirit is released and then it vibrates and pulls out into two, it doesn't go 100% male, 100% female. It might be 47-53. You don't know. So sometimes when you're more sensitive, you might see one being, and then you'll feel, okay, now I'm seeing male and female in here. Then stop and feel further and just open up your head. All this happens by being honest with yourself, having no intention to see anything, and then just seeing what you see. If you don't do this, you'll never get it, okay? I don't know, I should make a video about that. I'm doing everything I can. So anyway, you just feel yourself. Extend your head out, extend your pineal, extend the scanner, extend your heart, your solar plexus. Just reach out there and collect what data you can, and then see what's going on. And then when you relax through the scanner or through the pineal, depends on which one is stronger. Usually, well, always you're using both, but one of them would be stronger than the other. Talk, go back and forth. Ta'ir and I talk just like if you were here having a conversation with me, like we'd be talking. Okay. Remember, these advanced races, they grow up with the knowledge that the metaphysical world is totally real, and it's integrated into their lives, into their ships. Modified metaphysical energy propels starships faster than the speed of light. J-rocks have no energy. Sure, whatever. Love you anyway. And I do. When I say that, I mean it. If I want to be a smart ass, trust me, I'm damn good. Good luck getting over on me there. I've been out in public before and people try to mess with me, and I just tear them up. I'll open up doors into their personal life that when I do, it shocks them so much they just shut up, and the people that he was trying to get to give me a hard time, they're over there laughing at him. So, whatever. I'm no better than nothing, but I'm strong as hell, and I'm here for a reason, and nothing's going to stop that. Nothing. just like leaving. Nothing's going to stop my leaving. Anyway, so folks, when you're getting a visitation, it's new, it's a little unnerving, but it's really cool too. If you can, just relax as much as possible and try to feel it, okay? If it's really freaking you out, folks, just say it. Look at it and say, whoa, you're really freaking me out. Whoa. Just hold on. Go back a little bit. And the chances are they'll go back just a little bit. You can feel them go away. If they want to attack you, they're not going to come at you, and they're not going to stand there. Hi, how you doing? I'm going to attack you in 10, 9, 8. You know, they're just going to attack you. But when they do, they just try to throw thoughts in your head. There have been isolated attacks when they were there physical. There was some kind of general running around the Air Force Base in New Jersey near Stephen Lewandowski. Stephen Lewandowski, folks, he talks to the Serpoians, what everyone calls Greys, 24/7. They wouldn't shut up. They were messing with them so much, I went into the whole bunch of them. They're prisoners, and they wanted someone to talk to. They wanted a way out. And Steve was trying to control it, but he was getting the reptilians down there, mostly Anunnaki. They were prisoners down there underneath this New Jersey Air Force Base. They were talking with them. Then their Sepoians were talking to them. Some of the Sepoians who were buttheads that were there, the prison guards or something for the Sepoian group, they go at Steve, give him a hard time. The NSA would attack him. And then Steve would also have the other side, male and female, attacking him. Original first being male and female. I mean, all the big hitters over there are dead. But that's why I said he's been through hell. As soon as he's relaxed, he's coming out. And folks, he's a big part of what's coming. Your awakening. Your own self-truth. And you'll find out with Steve, like everyone else up here, Bajou, Paul, Deanna, Siobhan, you know, I can go on and on. Muicha. We're about others. We're going to have as nice a life as we can, but we're about others. We do things for others. We're not selfish. We have the right to make money and be comfortable, but that's it. And as soon as I can dump this body and put the rest of myself together, what I really am, they go against that. They're going to literally fade away. This is to be about what it always should have been. Family. Everyone. Creation was made wrong. It was made to be abusive, aggressive towards its own self by the original first being. Anyway, enough about that. But so when you see the folks, try to be cool. Try to just relax. And then feel into them. So, folks, they want to come meet us like this first. They need to, before they meet you in person. Just because they come to you doesn't mean, excuse me, just because they come to you doesn't mean that you're going to see them physically later. But they're going to come to you. There's a damn good chance of it. They're going to come to you metaphysically first. We're about to join the rest of our family in space, folks. This is how it starts, and it starts with y'all. In the Drak and the Antids, the Anunnaki Freedom Force, everything's happening over here. Everything's happening. It's time. And it's all going to be brought right to your attention. Some of the stuff that I tell you is going to be a while in happening. It will. This isn't about yay Jay now or yay Jay later. This is about information. This is about you understanding that I'm leaving you incredibly valuable information in regards to you becoming yourself and becoming aware of who you are, the family you have, where they're located, what they're like. No book, no university, and sure as hell none of these damn religions. Religions are all false. Nothing has this information. These videos and those 2 books. The books are paramount, folks. That's why I wrote them. It took a lot of time. Cost a lot of money. Anyway, I think there was something else. Whoops. Oh, okay, yeah. Now, there's a lot of times when you're going to feel pressure in your head. Sometimes, folks, especially for some of the family members, it's painful. I don't mean like, oh, I can't take it. No, I mean it's just, folks, it's serious. The more serious it is, the more important a role you have to play. You're the folks that are going to be in the news, not me. This is done by design. This is the way it has to be. It must and will come off like this. It'll never be about any one person or one being. It's going to be about family. And when it hits the media and it goes worldwide, that's exactly what it's going to be about. Multiple people cranking people up around the world and understanding what's going on. Right, Herky? I'll be done in a second, honey. Because of the way your brains were made, because of the way the bodies were made, it takes some pretty strong change to make things happen. There's some parts of Lily and Arae out there that are doing some very good but very serious work on your brains. It's mostly Lily's, parts of Lily. There's little pieces of Lily that have been messed up, and there's some bigger parts that are stronger. The main part of her, that's super cool, 2 big parts of the first and second, they're in stasis. They're healing. They'll be finished after a little while after I get out of here. And man, wait till you meet them. They're incredibly powerful, loving, but they know how to do this properly. But in the meantime, these other parts are working on us, and they're hitting us hard. There's a lot of changes need to be made in these human brains to get them to work properly. When I go into when the other family members, when we go into you and crank you up, we get you to feel your aura the first time before we start. And it's important for you to feel, all right, here's a little heat, here's a little pressure, here's when my hands are tingling. You're all going to feel it a little different. It's easier for some than others, okay? Depends on your core orientation. Is it pineal, is it heart, or is it solar plexus? So you feel your aura there, and then we do the crank up, and then you feel the aura, and it's like, wow, holy mackerel, it's out here. Folks, you do this yourself. No one's in your head saying, feel this, feel that. No, this is you. Trust yourself, right? You eat something, you don't like it, hey, put it down, throw it away, throw it against the wall. You know, whatever. You feel it here, then you feel it, then you go up here and you locate it, you go, and then you go in and out. You got to go slow. And then you start to feel it, and you say, okay, I think I feel it. And then you go in and out. Okay, wait a minute. That's it. Folks, you got to go slow, okay? Some people go a little faster. If you do it a little bit faster, you get nothing. Then just go back up in the air and go slow. And your hands have to be pointed like towards the top of your head, okay? That's the crown where the energy comes out. You're feeling your main aura coming out. So after you get cranked up, then you feel that. Then, after the crank up, then we'll go in, put our energy into you softly, and literally release the energy that was put on your head to keep your energy from flowing properly. Blah. Pull it out, and then you go feel your aura. And not for all of you, but for most of you, you can't even feel it. So where'd my aura go? I can't feel it. Good Herky, honey. Good Herky, I'm almost done. It's like, I can't feel my aura. I said, then I'll say, stop. Do you feel your hands tingling? They go, yeah, they're tingling everywhere. I said, da-da. You're inside your aura. That's how, boom, you went from here to here, and then all of a sudden you just, you know, some people need a 10-foot step ladder. This is real. You're real. This is happening. But when you get worked on hard, folks, you're not being attacked by a satellite. You're not being attacked by demons. There's no such thing. It's not the Anunnaki in the trip chair coming for you. You're being changed. You're being evolved. Okay? You're evolving. You're being helped. That's a gift. Your abilities are your own. They're your abilities. But this is a gift to help you. It's time. Everyone should have it. Now, it's not the same as getting cranked up. Okay? It's not that strong, but it's going to feel strong in your head. You still have to be waking up. Those of you that have work here, not everybody can afford this, these crank ups, but you still have to come alive. And it's the field doing it. It's parts of Lily doing it through the field. When you feel your head a little pressure, make a sphere around your head, okay, and don't put a lot of pressure in there. You start getting stronger. You put a sphere around your head, and you try to build it up with pressure. You're going to go. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel it in your brain. Don't do that. Okay. You build the sphere, and then just softly push the energy out of your head for a minute, and then you just say in your mind, "All right, I got to push this. I got to get away from the energy just for a second." And usually Lily will let go. If it's a field, it's me, I will let go. And then once you do that, you hold the sphere up here, and then just take a second while it's off your head and you can think again. Just relax and feel. Who is it? Is this, female energy, beautiful, loving? And it may be a little bit anxious because it wants to hurry up and help me? Or is this something that's trying to attack me? Fear puts us right into the thought of, it's an attack and it's an attack. Almost never is it an attack. You're being worked on. Okay? Then you just let go, and she or I go right back on you. Once you've done it a couple of times and you get used to what it feels like, you might go to try to push it off, and it's like, and whoever's doing it is just going to say, no, sorry, we don't have time. You're gonna have to do something where you have to think or something. We got to work. We got to change you quick, folks. Things are coming. Okay, this next year, very strong, very powerful. A lot more people getting visitations coming in, literally. Not just coming into your head telepathically, but coming into your house. 2018, this thing's going to be in full tilt. Disclosure. Open disclosure. We're here. So, and when you start getting knocked out to go to sleep, there's not a bunch of little grays that have that sleeper frequency on you, and they're going to come amputate you or put sticks in your whatever, your ear. You're being worked on, and you're being made to relax. And sometimes you'll be told, go watch a movie. You just get the thought in your head, just go watch a movie, go lay down, take a nap. Do it. Because they're working on parts of your brains where they kind of need to shut you down. It'll be at a time when you'll say, no, I got to do this, I got to do that. Folks, just go with it. Just go with it, let it happen. And then you get up, and then you get help doing whatever you need to do. Folks, it's all there. It's not, the way it's happening now really isn't as good as it's going to be, okay? When Lily gets up, when Lily's second focal point, Tiger Lily, when she comes together and she's up and working, it's going to be... Those of you that can really feel the energy in the field, feel the field and you're really sensitive, you're going to get hit with so much love, it's going to bring tears to your eyes. That's Lily. Very strong, very powerful, but very... there's no such thing as perfect, but she's as close to perfect as you can get for a loving mother energy. And Arae, a hammer with a heart. The only reason creation's going to run properly now is because it's being taken over. The original ones are dead. The other problems are gone. It's going to be taken over. Running it's going to be taken over by very loving, powerful, the strongest two energies there are, male and female. Spirit, sentient energy, period, in all creation. And they want nothing for themselves. And they're going to understand the best way to do this. And then they're literally, all these other fields of the different types of spirit, they're going to run themselves. So you all are going to run yourselves. Parts of you that are out of a body, you're going to run yourselves. And then Lily and Arae are hanging around. Arae's protecting, guiding. Lily's loving and guiding. That's how creation changes, folks. Because the two strongest spirits there are now don't want crap for themselves. What they want is to do what's in their heart, and that's take care of everybody and everything. But y'all need to be left alone to run yourselves. And then if there's a problem, then they can step in and say, okay, we need to do it like this over here, like that over there, because this is how it's best for everyone, and then leave. The original first being male and female, they were abusive as hell. This is how the future is going to be. The second, there's two other parts. What I am inside, there's two other parts, the second and third part. The second part, it was King Kamehameha of Hawaii. It was Nostradamus. Whatever, some other things. But when it was Nostradamus, because the original first being male and female didn't care about making anything nice, they were abusive, they set up a plan and everything was going to follow the damn plan. It didn't matter if they wanted to or not. It had nothing to do with anything in the body. Screw them. They were in a body to be grown, to increase in size, to eventually go to a separate universe, release a third of their energy, and create a bunch more souls, a bunch more spirits. And these spirits were going to be doing the same thing as all the other. Praise Mother, Father, God. So instead of releasing 100 million, the more it was abused and everything else, it'd release 1 billion. So... anyway, I try to get so much information in every video. It makes it more difficult, and especially the first half of this video. And this sweet part, Lily, was, working on me the best she could. She's never done this. No one's ever run any lives whatsoever, except the original first being male and female, until recently. May of 2013, things turned around. Anyway, so don't freak out when you see stuff, and remember, if you have a dinosaur head coming at you with these big teeth and it opens up its mouth, that could be pretty scary. But remember, you've had lives in that same body. The bodies are different on different planets because they're made of different materials and they have to live on that planet. Plus, the original first being male and female, when they were just doing stuff to make these different bodies, they were trying different things. They were learning. So, learning how to abuse you better. Who do you think invented torture? This thing called God. It's gone. It's dead. But that's where it came from. So anyway, folks, look, don't when you feel stuff happening to you and everything, you're not being attacked. There's maybe 1 out of 1,000 times, 1 out of 1,000 people who's feeling something is actually being attacked. Okay? I'll go with those odds any day. And when you're here to do stuff, you're fine. Just relax, go with the flow. Use it as, when it happens, start looking. Use your abilities. Use it as what my sergeant used to call push-ups. TLE, a terrific learning experience. But think of it as that, if you would, okay? A positive, not a negative. And sometimes, folks, The strong pain. Those of you that are really strong here to do some stuff, and as a matter of fact, it's usually my source family members that get this. It's like I've said on videos. Sometimes I feel like I've got a 10-foot spear stuck in my brain. And it doesn't last forever; it goes away. It'll just be a short while, but when you feel it, it's like, damn. So don't, when you see folks from other bodies, don't think it's an attack. Look at it. Besides, they're spirit. Okay, they're not in a physical body. They can't hit you with something. And they can't go in your brain and make you crazy. Okay, doesn't work like that. They're not able to do that. They put you in a trip chair and work on you, mess with you. No, they can hurt you. But that's with you physically in a chair being worked on. That's not something coming to you. Okay, number one. Number two. All the stuff you're feeling, getting put to sleep and everything else, look more ringing in the ears. Don't go to the doctor, please. Not unless you're really, really sick where you're falling apart, because you're wasting your money. I'd rather you buy good vitamins or something. Do something for yourself. Just reach out. Number three, just always reach out with your heart, your pineal to see multidimensionally, your scanner for remote viewing, this dimension, a little above, a little below, and trust your gut. Use all of it. The more you use it, the better it is. Cards are awesome, okay? I've always used runes. I like runes, so I made a deck of rune cards. This is animals, okay? When you pull a card that's animal, could be animal essence want to talk to you. See what that is. That's Raidho, which means get going, which I have to leave right now. So that means physical movement forward. Poor Herky. This is Bracana, growth. And that's the situation of your growth, everybody coming alive. It's like with Bracana, okay. With Bracana, with the bee, there's the top bee and a bottom bee. That's an arrow like growth. So there's spiritual growth and there's physical growth, okay? This is Vesuvius. This is one of the runes that I, literally got and gave you. It's a volcano. It means volcano. With the action, coming up, it means there's very powerful movement right now in your life, maybe even in the life of others. And like a lot of people, maybe in everyone. But there's powerful movement, at least in your life. And it's like lava, flows slow, but it's incredibly powerful. Then when you get lightning, then that means like it's happening right now. That's manaz. That's movement forward, like spiritual movement, feeling, understanding, that kind of movement. I'm sorry, that's Awas. I said manaz. Vesuvius again. What's up with that? That's funny. That's someone from the other side that was just telling me that there's very powerful movement now. You have to leave, leave the body. I'm like, duh. Folks, what's trying to run our lives on the other side doesn't know how to do this. And he definitely hasn't had the lives that Arae and Lily have, okay? So, unicorn. That's the unicorn right side up, unicorn upside down. I have something I need to do in relation to that. Unicorn and dragon come from Lily and Arae. And I have a very direct relationship with them. I looked at a card, putting it up for some reason, and now there's two cards. This is Uruz. This is strength, power. And then this is whatever it is. This is Uni. That's balance. That could be solar plexus, powering up, but also balance in life. Let's see if I can put these cards away without doing anything. Oh, and the deck That's LG's, which means victory, success. Turn it upside down. Upside down, what do you have? Peace symbol. And that's what it means. Peace, tranquility. These have the different what you call chakras. I call them energy focal points within your body, all of them. When to use them, when to power up, when to use your pineal, when to use your scanner. You can take out, you can go through a deck, just take out the power, the chakra power cards, and have about 3 or 4 people and practice, cranking up using this one, or everybody use the go look at one thing. Somebody say, whoever gets the card that says pineal, says power up the pineal, then say, okay, I want everyone to go look at this, and then everybody go look at it, talk about what you see. When you see an image, trust the image. It's real, it's a message, it's something you're seeing. Wow, where'd this energy come from? And then I should have used it while I had it, damn it. Use the card to go see something. When you see something, everyone sees something a little different. It doesn't mean anyone's wrong, because you're not. When you see an image, you need to understand what the message of the image is. A picture's worth, they say 1,000 words. Yeah, try about 100,000, and you have to pick out 20, the right 20. If Deanna and I were on the back of a boat and around her house in Miami, and we go through a harbor, and there's a beautiful yacht over there, I could get fixed. When I look at it, I can fixate on the helicopter on there, just like, holy crap, I love a ride in that thing. And she'll be looking at all the nice brass and the people in the hot tub or whatever. And she said, Jay, it had a full bar. And I said, damn it, I should have seen that. The thing is, we both saw what was there, but different parts of it. And when you get an image, when you see stuff, folks, you're seeing it through imagery you've accumulated in your life, because that's the understanding you have in your brain. That's how you understand what you see. You can see this when you go to look at spirit. It doesn't have a body. You have to use the image in your body to see something that works. Another reason for my books. So when you see something, you basically know what it looks like anyway. So then y'all can communicate better. Folks, this is all about y'all, man. It ain't about me. I'm just trying to do my damn job, get the hell out of here, and I am doing my job. I'm no better than nothing else, but I'm strong as shit. I'm here for a reason, and I'm basically done. So, do whatever you want, man, but I've given you everything you need to become an incredible powerhouse that you never would have been allowed to think you actually are. All who you really are and what you can do has been kept from you by the original first being, male and female, by the other 2 large sets of source spirit, the original first angels. They were in their energy through your 3 crowns and all. They're gone. They're dealt with. All done. So that was necessary for you to become yourself, for our family to grow. No one's saying you have to do this, but if you want it, there it is. You can just stay in a shell, just be yourself and have a life, and I hope it's a good one. But those of you that listen to me, you're not satisfied with that because you want more. That's awesome. Well, all my energy's gone. I gotta go. There's something else I want to say, but I just can't. I'm done. Folks, this is your time, but it's not just you. It's the animals, it's the plants, it's all the other animals and plants and people on the other planets that have been born and died, and generations living on space stations. The different fae that live here on this planet is spirit that can make a physical body right in front of you. You all have a lot coming. I have to watch what I can promise when I'm stuck here in this body. But when I get out of here, I'm bringing you what I said I would. Folks, I love you. Have a good one, and I hope you take this stuff and put it to use to help yourself. And once we're awake, maybe we can help other people too, okay? Love you, man. Have a good